What up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're showing Casey more Seinfeld and this is Serenity Now.
Serenity just makes me think of Firefly.
Well, yeah.
And I love that show and I love the movie. But I don't think that's what this is about.
No, this actually came out before. Which that's an old show, but that's a great show. But I've seen a lot of recommendations down in the comments asking for this particular episode. I remember the phrase, I don't remember too much about what happens in this episode, so I'm actually pretty excited to jump into this one too. But as always, before jumping into this episode, don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to be ahead of our YouTube posting schedule or have access to our full-length reactions to Seinfeld, where you take a copy of your episode, sync it up with us, and watch it from beginning to end with no cuts. And you can do so by checking out the link down below.
Move your seat forward. There's a mechanism. You just pull it and throw your body weight.
I pulled it. It doesn't go.
If you want the leg room, say you want the leg room. Don't blame the mechanism. Sit sideways like an animal. Because of her, I have to sit here like an animal. Serenity now! Serenity now!
Serenity Now?
When my blood pressure gets too high, man on the tape tells me to say, Serenity now!
You're supposed to yell it?
Man on the tape wasn't specific.
The way you said it sounds more stressful.
What happened to the screen door? It blew off again?
Told you to fix that thing.
Serenity now!
You start saying Serenity Now when Casey tells me to mow the lawn.
I need to say Serenity Now when you don't.
I told Bobby and Lisa that we tried that new Chinese-Spanish place, La Caridad, on Saturday.
Thought we had tickets to the Knicks home opener.
Well, I thought this would be more fun, so I gave the tickets away.
That's Home Alone. There's Full House Woman. Didn't she go to jail or something like that?
Like something about college?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
I've never seen you mad.
I get peeved.
Polly gets that impression because you're cool. You're under control. Like me. Nothing wrong with that.
George, I don't know if that would describe you.
You've heard me yell.
Not really. Your voice kind of raises to this comedic pitch.
Yeah, it's like, you're a da-da-da. Like that. That's how he yells.
Kramer, I am so sick of you coming in here and eating all my food. Now shut that door and get the hell out of here.
It does raise to a comedic pitch. It kind of like broke a little bit.
What is that, a new bit?
You can't be taken seriously.
I need somebody to go with me to Mr. Littman's son's Bar Mitzvah.
If you don't bring a guest, they save on catering. You should be able to buy a cheaper gift.
Oh, I don't think that's possible.
Boggle? I used to love that game.
2 months ago, I saw a provocative movie on cable TV.
What?
Do you know what it takes to compete with Microsoft and IBM?
Yes, I do.
Like he wants to sell computers?
Yes.
Like his own computers?
Yes.
I think they have 1% over there.
1%? They kiss 1% of my ass.
It's so comical.
That's enough.
Ooh, that was good.
Really? It felt good.
It's like your voice went a little bit lower.
My boy's a man today.
Congratulations, Adam.
I'm a man.
I didn't try that till I was 23.
And I think he's been telling his friends. I got invitations to 6 more Bar Mitzvahs.
Oh my goodness.
He's putting the screen door on his door?
I'm putting up Frank's screen door.
It's like broken.
It's got a little life in her yet.
For what?
What do you need it for?
The cool evening breezes of Anytown, USA.
Of the hallway? It's like an enclosed area.
I'm not dead in the workplace. My professional name is Mr. Costanza, and I will refer to you as Costanza. Morning, Braun.
He's an employee.
Your mother recommended him.
Yeah, of course she did. That's all I ever heard growing up is why can't you be more like Lloyd Braun? You know, he was in a mental institution.
I didn't read his resume.
What?
Another sale, Mr. Costanza. Chalk me up on the big board.
He's like Wolf of Wall Street.
This is your lagging. Good work, Braun.
Good for you, boy!
Could you do me a favor and tell Mitchell Tannenbaum that I will be unable to attend this Saturday?
Are you free Friday night?
Oh my gosh.
I am, but that is not the point.
Why'd you say you were?
You are 13 and I am in my early 20s.
Well, if I'm not a man, then this whole thing was a sham. First he said I was gonna get great gifts, and then somebody gives me Boggle. I renounce my religion.
What?
At this moment, I am no longer Jewish. I quit!
Hello, Mr. Fanaman. You want to buy a computer? No? Why not?
What?
Oh, shit.
All right, I say, good answer. Serenity now!
He's not even talking, and he's selling computers.
Look at your father. It takes time, patience, experience.
Why is she even involved in this discussion anymore at this point?
So that's the type of guy you're looking for?
I guess so. Why?
it from?
Hello, neighbor.
Boy, those azaleas are really coming in nicely.
Oh, you got a mulch.
He has a bug zapper.
So, where do you want to eat tonight?
Well, how about going back to La Caridad?
Well, I don't think more fun is the answer.
Maybe I should just leave.
Maybe.
Goodbye.
You created a monster.
Double goodbye.
Did you and Patty just break up? What is the matter?
It's Patty.
Jerry, you break up with a girl every week.
What is this salty discharge? Patty won't call me back. I don't know if I can live without her.
She's really gotten to you, hasn't she?
He has a grill.
Let out one emotion, all the rest will come with it. It's like in Dora's box.
You say Andora's box?
I mean Pandora.
Yeah, well, she had one too.
Wow, baseball?
That's it. I warned you, kids.
Oh my gosh.
You ever heard of a little thing called feelings?
Well, I got just the thing to cheer you up. A computer.
Trying to sell to his friends?
I'm so lucky to have a friend like you, George. Ever tell you how much I love you?
He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
This is not Jerry.
I love you, George.
I'm already here. I'm here.
This is Bizarro Jerry.
Look what they did. Look what they did to my house.
What's with signal?
They yell, hoochie mama.
If you buy, I gotta make a sale.
I love you, Costanza.
If you love us so much, buy a computer.
George, turn on the phone.
Oh my goodness.
Pussy mama.
Silly string?
So now the other Lippman kissed me.
Oh, sure. They're Jewish and you're a shiksa.
A what?
What?
Means non-Jewish woman.
If you weren't Jewish, you wouldn't be interested in me.
You are wrong. I'll prove it. I renounce Judaism.
What is it with Elaine?
What happened to you, pal?
Joey Sanfino and some of the neighborhood kids, they ambushed me with a box of grade A's.
Grade A's? Eggs?
And fine, Serenity Now.
See, he said it calmly.
You are not going to believe this. Now Lippman is renounced. This Chicksa thing is totally out of control. What is with you people? What are you looking at?
Sit down, Elaine.
Is it because she's a chicksa?
Banana.
When all the while, the real secret to happiness has been right here in front of us. Elaine.
Whoa!
Jerry, I found a way to beat Lloyd Braun. I buy the computers myself. I store them in your apartment.
Does he not see what's going on?
Wait, what's wrong with your leg?
I'm asking Elaine to marry me.
I'll store these over at Kramer's apartment.
I got a lot going on with Lippman right now.
Lippman?
Jewish men just keep throwing themselves at her.
Would you like to buy a computer? 2 dozen.
Costanza, you white hot.
If you'd like to make a call.
Where's the money gonna come from?
I got good news and bad news, and they're both the same. You're fired.
You're gonna go to business.
Serenity Now thing doesn't work. Just bottles up the anger and then you blow.
What do you know? You were in the nut house.
What do you think put me there?
What happened here, Kramer?
The TV is like hallway.
Serenity Now, Serenity Now.
Kramer! Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me. I stepped on your last rose.
Jerry, come on. Don't get so upset about it.
It's like hallway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at me. I stepped on your last rose.
It's always next spring. Would you excuse me for a moment?
Serenity now!
Serenity
I beat Braun! Come on, let's get the computer. Serenity now!
Oh my goodness.
Why did you have to destroy 25 computers?
George, I owe you one.
You owe 25.
Sure, I'm not funny anymore, but there's more to life than making shallow, fairly obvious observations.
What's the deal with airline food?
Elaine, there's much you don't understand about the Jewish religion. For example, did you know that rabbis are allowed to date?
Oh goodness. Him too?
A member of my congregation has a timeshare in Myrtle Beach.
She's like a Jewish magnet.
All right, Jerome. I'm in.
What?
Maybe everything we need is right here in front of us. Let's do it.
I tell you, I don't see it happening.
All these years, I've always wanted to see the two of you get back together.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
You single-handedly brought Costanza Son to the brink of bankruptcy.
What about all the Lloyd Braun sales?
He was crazy. His phone wasn't even hooked up.
You said he wasn't talking.
He just liked ringing that bell.
You just pretend.
Clean up this garage. I have to put my car in.
lay off the Serenity Now stuff.
What am I supposed to say?
Hoochie mama?
She about to park it anyway.
Hoochie mama!
So Elaine was a Jewish magnet, like you said.
Yeah.
I can't even pronounce what Shiksa? Yeah, whatever.
Never heard of that, yeah.
First time. Which is funny because I've seen this episode before, but I think the only thing I really remembered was with George's dad. Like the whole Serenity Now. Him screaming out Serenity Now.
I liked Kramer's little front patio segment going on. That was hilarious. And like it just kept getting more and more elaborate, and then like he had like
the neighbors,
kids. Yeah, like TPing him, and then what else did they do? They did silly
They threw
string.
the baseball, they did the silly string,
Yeah.
they egged him.
Yeah, it's funny because they were like just in an apartment, so it's just so funny and ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny because in this episode too, we also saw the woman, which I can't remember her name, from Full House, and she was just like a random one-off like girlfriend here for Jerry. That kind of put him on an existential crisis because he was actually expressing himself. But I think what was more funnier than that was like the beginning part when he was like describing when he gets angry and like he just gets more high pitched, and they just like laughed in his face.
He does have a very distinct voice, and like when he does like I guess you could say yell, but it's like not really. It is just like like that.
I'm trying to think about him in real life. I don't even think that time when he like blew off Kesha. Remember when like she tried to like give him a hug or something like that on like the red carpet?
Just like, no thanks.
Yeah, I don't even think he knew who the hell she was.
Yeah.
But even in that moment, he was just like, no, he's like passive with it. But as always, if you want to be ahead of our YouTube posting schedule, like I said before this episode, you can do so by checking out, and the link is down below.